picked a gentleman who is committed to the work of God, but he has done the job for some time, and he has several encounters. He was sharing some with me, and I felt, look, these guys' encounters we can all learn something from, just like what the program stands for. We all learning something from the encounters that our brothers and sisters come on the show, the business people, and everybody that comes on the show to share. So when we are stepping out, we can be, a bit careful with our movement. Boss, welcome onto the show.
Thank you very much.
You were telling me you've done the job for almost a year.
Yes, a year now.
And you have had, several encounters.
Not for the grace of God, I don't think I'll be alive by now.
Wow.
Yes, it's just grace of God. You know, sometimes they say in this life you have to take certain risks, but sometimes certain risks that you take, at the end of the day, you feel you took a risk
that you shouldn't have taken.
You shouldn't have taken. But
wow.
You know, if you don't do it, sometimes you're also working for the money.
Yeah.
So sometimes it's a big headache for me, some of the drivers.
The drivers. Yes. So money is now the driving force that is pushing the youth to overwork themselves.
Yes. Yes.
Wow.
And you know, sometimes you can follow the money. At the end of the day, you get the money, but the consequence that comes behind it.
That's another point too.
Yeah, you get the money. You work. I know somebody in Kumasi last year. He won the best driver boot.
Okay.
3 weeks?
Yeah.
For me getting the best driver, getting the car, he died.
Oh, seriously?
Yes, he was sick. Because
you have to overwork your body. And he did overwork his body, but he couldn't live to enjoy it.
Yes.
2 days to get the car.
2 days, 2 weeks.
2 weeks to get the car. He died.
2 weeks to get the car. He died.
Wow.
So at the end of the day, what did you achieve? What did you achieve?
Okay, so let's start with the encounter you were telling me that you had with some guys and other encounters. Then I'll come back to ask my questions. So you have the floor, you can share those ones.
So one day I was driving during the homework period. So I took some guys to Teshi.
Okay.
We were going to the Greater Estate. Okay. I saw that, that place is a little bit safe. So although Teshi is a red zone for some of you that drive, it was around 7:30 p.m. in the night. So I thought 7:30 is not too late. So go and come back.
Okay.
So once they came into the car, they just greeted, they started speaking Ga.
Okay.
Oh, driver, tell your turn. Oh, I pretended as if I don't understand the language.
Okay. So
they went ahead. Then one person was like, meaning they've gotten somebody who can understand Ga, so they'll do something bad to me.
Wow. And Bulu means fool.
Yes, a fool.
And they are calling you a fool.
Yeah, a fool. Hey. So they were like, when going, there are 3 guys. When going, before they'll get to their destination, one person will get down, like we are going to, as we are going, like we are going to Anya. So one person will drop at Odogono. Another person.
All this conversation were happening in Ga.
Yeah, it was happening in Ga. And I pretended as if I don't understand what you're saying.
Wow.
So unfortunately, we used the Lakeman Road, and God being so good, I saw a police barricade over there.
Okay.
So by then, one guy I saw already got down.
Okay.
Yes. And that time too, the money was huge. The surge during that time, it was almost 1.8 surge. So the money could be good, almost 90 cedis to 100 cedis.
Okay.
So when I got there, I just approached the police. I started speaking Ga. Police. The boy say so they started having a conversation in Ga.
Okay.
That's when they get down, like they were 3, one will get down before the police said they will not pay the money.
Okay.
So when I got to the police, I told the police, oh, this is what they are saying.
And you spoke Ga?
I spoke Ga.
I like this.
To the police.
Wow.
Police the boy say, oh, Charlie Mintan Mahin Shikabi and Tanzania.
Okay.
So the 2 of them, they were like, Jen, I can't know your cocker. Yeah, audio in recording it. Can you tell why your police station in audio can police there? No what take it report cannot fear no. So they started panicking. So the police asked, what they said, is it true? Then they said, I said police, I can't continue the trip. It's almost 5 minutes for me to get to the destination, but I can't continue the trip. So let me end the trip here. Do you know when I ended the trip, the money was 95 cedis. So just imagine. If I went ahead,
and they've done something to you.
Yes, I went ahead. Maybe probably one will get down. When the other person get down, whilst ending the trip, you just get down and just run away. So driving from Jamestown to Teshinungwa, Greater Estates, I've just worked in vain.
For 95 cities?
Yes. And you know, with both, when you report, they don't take any action.
Okay.
Yes. They will not take any deliberate action on it. They will be like, okay, the person didn't pay the money, so what's next? They will not take any.
But they are supposed to take some action.
Yes, it's recently that they started taking those actions.
Wow.
At first, they don't mind
you guys.
Yes, they don't mind you guys. You see, they think about the riders more than we the drivers.
But the drivers to your life is at greater risk.
Yes. And now with boats, when a passenger cancels a ride, it affects you, the driver, your score.
Why should it be so?
Because sometimes the person is going to a place, you, the driver, are not convenient of going to the place.
Oh, okay.
Yes, when the rider cancels the ride, it affects you, the driver. You see, so it's a whole lot.
Yeah, you guys are going through a whole lot of.
It's a whole lot.
The challenges that you guys go through.
See,
so now let's come back to personal life challenges. I mean, what are some of the weird things that you have gone through in life aside from this work? Your previous work, I mean, the life you've lived. What are some of the challenges that have really shocked you? Like this one, you know that, oh man.
I was working with, I don't know if it's good for me to mention the institution.
Is it, if you mention, would it cause a problem?
Okay, it won't cost. Okay. I was working in the National Identification Authority.
Oh, okay.
So
hey, you're a big man now.
We do travel a lot. We were the people that started doing the Ghana card. We do travel a lot.
Wow.
And we had an encounter. We were placed in a Zongo community in Boko.
Okay.
A Zongo community in Boko.
Okay.
And you know those people, because of the tribal, is it something
the tribal rivalry
among them, so they couldn't understand. Charlie, past working, they just put cutlass on us.
The workers,
the people coming to do the registration, the Ghana card. They said we are doing, like, you know, sometimes we had backlogs whilst working, so they didn't understand why we are dealing with backlogs before you attend to them. And cutlass. Hey! Charlie, we have to run. Some of us even jump through the window. Just to...
No, like serious matter that you're telling me.
If anybody knows Boko, Pateleni, it's a Zongo community.
Pateleni?
Yes, that's the name of the place. Like Accra, we have Awush, we have Aya.
Okay,
yes,
okay.
That's the name of the place. It's a Zongo... The people over there, Masa, if you don't take time, they are very dangerous. But one thing that saved me was my landlord. Yeah. My landlord, he is also strong, like, let me say, area boy who has also been into this rowdy, but by God's grace, he has also changed. So he was the one that came. Even when the police came there, police told us that with this police, they can't stop these people. So the only thing that we should do is we should stop working over there. The police themselves,
the police themselves told you guys that they can't stop the people.
These people, the way they are, they can't stop them. So we should stop working and go to different center to join them. So I don't rather come there. But that place, maybe they can't behave like that over there.
Wow.
And you know, it's a whole lot. Sometimes when you are coming, accidents on the way. But God being so good, I never had those challenges. Sometimes you just be in a car and you'll be like, oh, you have to say accident, they see or crime, so just maybe you see the car, you know these VIP buses.
Yeah,
maybe
you have to use that.
Yeah, going to take your tickets, you didn't get that car, and you didn't get that car, so maybe you have to use a different car, and they'll be like, oh, car no go to go in the car no, in your accident.
Wow. And you have heard that, like,
I've experienced it, not heard.
You've had an accident.
I've experienced it. From Doma, we went to work. We went to Kintampo. So after the work, I went to my auntie's place to just spend some 3 days and come back to Kintampo to continue my journey to Accra. So I had to come to Accra. It was a VIP bus. This U-turn VIP bus.
Okay.
Just after our car, the next car, we just moved. The car just moved before ours.
Also, you picked a public transport.
Yeah, public transport.
Okay.
And it was like 1 hour. I forgot the place, the road's name. 1 hour when the car they had an accident.
The car that just moved.
Yes, accident.
And you were supposed to join that car.
I was supposed to join that car.
And what happened? Why didn't you join?
I was late.
Wow.
I was late. So my auntie was pissed off. What the ticket? Almost 70 cedis. That time the ticket wasn't all that expensive.
Okay.
What the ticket? Almost 70 cedis. So I late. They was complaining to me. So sometimes you don't understand
why God works that way. So when you guys met that the car has had accident, the car you were supposed to join, that you were late out of strange circumstances.
Yeah.
Because you didn't know what made you late, right?
Yes, I didn't know what to do. I was just she went to work. Yeah, I was just relaxed. I was just tired, so I was like.
And then you forgot.
Yes, I was contemplating if I should leave that day or the next day. But already I've gone to book a ticket
for that day. And then you didn't join the bus.
I didn't join the bus. So I have to join the next bus.
How did you feel at that moment when you heard that the bus had?
I was terrified. I was like, wow.
You were what?
I was terrified because I was like.
Because
because having seen these things, you don't understand what God is doing for you. As I said earlier, I told you who I am at church.
You so guys, I mean, probably he'll give us some church encounters to, let's see. I'll ask 1 or 2 questions.
Another encounter.
Okay, please tell.
During the rainy season.
Okay.
It was during the Easter period. But this year the rains it doesn't prompt us. It just comes anytime.
Yeah.
So I picked someone from. It was around this time. I picked somebody from Kwabenya. And I was coming. Our road, this highway.
Yeah.
Around mile 7, before you get to mile 7, the main highway, not the service lane. The main highway, it's late, so you have to use the main highway.
Yeah.
And whilst driving, I didn't know it had rained, so the water was stagnant at the other side of the road.
Okay.
The passenger too was sleeping in the car. What I realized was my car. There's 10. Honda I-10. There's 10 because I passed through the water. Only God saved me.
So it was a moving water?
Yes, it was stagnant. Not a moving water, it was stagnant because I touched when people were using the other lane. But I didn't. There was a long vehicle beside me, so I couldn't use that side. So I had to use the other lane. And there was a stagnant water. So when I passed through the water, the car just turned.
Upside down?
Turned this way, facing the other side of the road. I'm facing the trailer.
The trailer?
So I just put on my hazard. When I went a little bit ahead, there were 3 cars involved in the accident. Some of them, their bumper, one his seat airbag has removed, and they were like, "Hey, driver will experience." So I say, "Hey, only my experience."
This is God. This is not.
I started driving not more than 2 years now. You are saying more experience.
That is not an experience. Like this is it's only God. Yeah. It's I mean,
and
this
my
thing
back
just is God.
Best. So I have to call a friend to come and help me. By then I forgot my spare tire, so I have to call a friend. He was at Medina, so he had to drive empty to come and assist me.
Wow.
When I was going, I had to use that. I was staying at Sultan, so I had to use the other side to the house. I prompted the police. The police were like, "Wow."
Okay,
so the only thing is, "Be
careful."
That was what the police said. So I said, so just that more drive here. Let's say more careful.
Wow.
So anytime I'm using that Pocosi highway, whether rain or shine, even if it's not in the rainy season, I never use that lane. I'll make sure I come to the inner lane so that I'll just be comfortable, because anytime I pass there, I just remember
that picture on your mind that you nearly got into a tragedy.
Yeah.
Wow.
God will save.
Wow. Now let's go back to the NHIS side. NIE, sorry. Of late you guys came under some scrutiny, or should I put it that way? that I mean, people do the card, they don't get it on time. It got to a stage we were told people were paying 200 cedis before you were allowed to do the card, or the card was being. How true was all these things?
So the scrutiny that we went through, yes, it's a headache for the institution.
Okay.
The paying of the 200 cedis, it comes with a service. They say it's a premium service.
Oh.
No, although not everyone can go to the normal district office to go and form the queue to do those registrations, because those places are free. You don't pay for anything.
Okay.
But when you want the premium service, that's when you have to go to the head office to pay for it, and you get your card.
Oh, so the 200 is not like backdoor or who you know kind of thing.
No.
It's for premium. That's like
service.
VIP kind of service.
VIP service.
Oh, like express.
Yes, express. Let me put it that
Oh,
way. Express
wow,
or premium service.
wow. So
Yes.
what we were hearing is NIA is charging people 200 cedis before.
That's what I've explained to you. They had district offices that you
Okay.
could go there and go and do the registration.
Okay.
Normal process.
Okay.
Maybe you have to book an appointment. They'll give you a day to come for your biometrics and other stuff. But if you want the premium service, with that one, they'll capture your biometrics and everything on that day. But I don't know, because I'm no longer with them, I don't know if you could get your card at that particular time. Yes.
I think I know somebody told me she paid the 200 and got the card the same day.
Yes, you know.
Oh,
so
wow,
if you don't have that money to pay, probably have to use the normal
process, which will take forever.
Not forever though, but it's going to take a longer period.
Because some people do say up to now they've not gotten their card.
They've not gotten that. You know, they have a lot of challenges.
Okay, please walk us through so that at least the few
Even
Ghanaians that will watch will understand that
when we were on the field, it got to a time we had logistics challenges.
Okay.
Sometimes we the personnel, we might be 4 at a center, and the logistics we have, the laptops that we're using for the registration could be only 2.
Okay.
So this one have to work maybe from morning to afternoon. Then another person could also come. And now sometimes they complain about the card. You know, the card, sometimes they have to buy it from a different place before they bring it.
Oh, okay.
So sometimes when you don't get the card, that's where the card doesn't come early.
Oh, okay. Okay.
You know, we have a little bit, we were facing some technical challenges. Some technical challenges. That's called,
okay. So guys, he's an elder at church. We'll talk about the church too. He's a gentleman. He's not. So those provision, I thought the government would make provision for all those things to be supplied, the laptops, the cards, and all those stuff.
I'm sure for now the government have made all those provisions. But you know, some of the challenges that we faced was the capturing of the biometrics of the individuals.
They're using their fingerprints.
Fingerprints. You know, some of them they have a lot of complications on their fingers and other.
Example, please tell us.
You know, some of them with their hands. So someone, you know, especially these welders and these masons and these construction workers. When you are taking their biometrics, you find it very tough, because
why?
Their hand, you know, me per se, I don't do those heavy work.
Oh, okay.
So I have this moisture or soft hand.
Oh.
But with them, you can't, because they are always working with hard this thing. Their fingerprint is very rough.
Oh.
So you have to pass through a lot of process before you can capture their biometrics.
Guys, this is a revelation that you can only get on Ride and Chat. So because they work with metals and it has, I mean, most of them, I think the finger become thick.
Very thick.
So it's hard for the machine to pay.
You tell them to go and buy Coke to wash their hand.
What does Coke? Why use Coke?
Because of the soda in it. It's also relents it. You know, when you use Coke, it brings out some
of the dirt
and particles because of the soda content and the carbon dioxide content in it. So with that, after doing it, you can also, it helps you capture it. And sometimes somebody will come, his fingers, he has challenge, maybe by doing some work, it's cut off.
Okay.
So with that one, we have some specific way of capturing their biometrics.
How do you do that one?
With that one, when we went to train, they taught us we have to show evidence of the person's hand attached to his ear. They let me say this in like this form, so that the camera can capture it. Then with that one, the person won't use his let me say fingers.
Please say that again. The person have to put the hand
closer to his head.
Why?
This way. So that it will proof of evidence that his fingers, maybe 2 of his fingers are not there.
Okay.
So with that one, the biometric, I'm going to take it one after the other. I know when you are going to do it with
they make me
yes. But with that one, because the person doesn't have the 2 fingers, you have to use one at a time. Use another one. And use this one. So with that one, later on, you have to provide evidence.
Let's use it.
You have to provide evidence. Evidence that the person has 3 fingers. So all the indications are on the laptop that you are working with. So you give indications on it that the person had 3 fingers, and this is the proof that the person has 3. Yes.
Guys, I mean, God bless my boss, man. This is serious revelation that you can only get.
Who don't even their hands are not there.
So how do you treat those?
With that one too, you have to provide evidence. You have to capture it. Like some people, those leprosy, those people have leprosy. You provide evidence, and you write a note on the laptop that this is the evidence that the person
is there.
So you can't capture his fingers. So with that one, we use the iris. Although you capture iris too as part of that, because when the person is coming for his card, you can't use his fingers to authenticate that you have other processes that pass through before the person can get his card.
Wow.
Yes.
Charlie Boss, God bless you for this revelation. So that means that the physically challenged people, you guys have other means, like you just explained.
Yes, explain.
You have other means that you can use to capture the people. Yes. And then in the beginning you had challenges with card, but you said now I think things are moving smoothly.
Things are moving smoothly. Just they have challenges with.
Yeah, because today people complain a lot.
They've not gotten their card.
People complain a lot. I know somebody who said these days he cannot make calls.
Yes.
Because he has done the card, everything, but today his card has not come out.
His card, and sometimes somebody can do the registration, all right. Get the card. You know, first when you got the card, we're going to use it for anything. Just have your Ghana card. What are you using it for? But when this telecommunication industry came, that we have to do the registration.
That's when people became serious.
Yes, when people go to the place to go and do the registration, they'll be like, you don't have data on the card. Yes, you don't have data on the card. Nothing shows that you're a Ghanaian, although you have the card, but you don't have data on the card.
Why is it so?
You see, it's a technical challenge.
Oh,
you understand?
So it means that the person's information has been captured.
Yes.
But some few months later, it cannot show that this person is in the system.
Yes, because they weren't using the card for anything proper for you to know that this card I'm having, my data, my biometrics and everything is on it.
I see.
It is when we started with this SIM registration before we realized that people had the card all right, but they don't have data
on the card.
No
information
on it. So somebody who is 60 years has passed through the process to do the registration, and now he's come to do his SIM registration. You tell her that she doesn't have data on their card. It's not her fault.
It's not her fault. There's nothing she can do
There's
about
nothing
it.
She because
she came, you did everything, so you have to answer for it.
Yes, even if you tell her that, mommy, you need data or card.
They are there.
Wow.
Wow.
So these are some challenges
that you guys face.
We face that I think they need time. The NIA needs time to do this Ghana card thing for the same card to go through. They need time, yes. They need time. It's not something that they can just do. They also complain that it's not their fault.
There's pressure on them.
Yes, it's not their fault.
And then the system too is malfunctioning most of the time.
Yes.
So the workers are really working. Even though there's pressure, they are working, but the system is failing them.
The system is failing them.
I see. And so that means you blame the government.
I blame the government. Good. Even when we're on the phone, there are times you go to places, there's no network. By God's grace, because of NIA, there's nowhere in Ghana that I've not been to, apart from session off.
So you've traveled to every part of this country?
Every part of this country.
Wow. Have you done night travels before?
Night travels. Our first travel.
I heard nights you people see things when you're going.
Oh, you know, everybody in his faith.
Okay.
Sometimes you don't have to think about those things. Yours is to pray that God, let me get to the place successful.
And come back successful.
Come back successful. Yes, I'm a driver. I started driving. Sometimes there are things that you see at night. Yes.
What do you see? Tell us some of them.
You know, physically.
Yeah.
I picked one lady from the house. We were going to La Paz. You know that La Paz, the business they do there. Oh, driver, I'm passionate. Mommy said something who can't why. Say how dear. I said what's someone who can't there?
She wanted to change.
Change totally. Maybe I will come to me say someone now. I mean, I saw my car anymore.
And what did she do?
Papa. Papa now complaining or sad. Say madam. Remember you naked on the car. Say sound. I don't know. The partner wants to sound with fiancana.
Oh, okay, so she left home a good girl.
Yes.
But not knowing she was going to do prostitution.
Yes.
Oh, so those things, girls do that thing.
Girls do that.
She's going to stand by the roadside, but she left home like she's...
Yes, she's going out for a party. Where I sent her to La Paz, that place, around the Nyamiche, Tabra number 2, that place. That was it. So me...
The Big What area?
You apart from the bill, you know where the cell is, Tabora number 2.
Yeah.
Yes. So when I just dropped me, I was waiting for a request. When I saw she was going to change, and the dress that she was wearing
was for business. Wow! So guys, this my boss is dropping different bars today on the show, because he said some of the girls step out like they are going to party, but in their bags they have clothes that they want to use to do pick me chop me business, which is a shower or prostitution. Wow! But why would somebody do that?
I don't know.
At home you're a decent girl,
yeah,
but
at home they're a decent girl. At home she's a decent girl. But that's nice. You don't know what she's going to do.
But okay, let me ask this question based on the fact that you are an elder at church. What would you say is the fundamental problem that is causing that? Because for a lady to decide to do that, there must be something that pushes her.
It's the upbringing.
Okay.
It's the upbringing. You know, the kind of society we are living in. If your parents are not very strong, you might do some things that later on will lead you to do all this kind of. Some of us, we were fortunate, we were born in church, raised in church. Although we don't have millions of money, we could divert to other stuff, doing those kind of. I'm not judging anybody.
Okay.
Yes, I understand them. I've been there before.
Okay.
I wasn't like this. I've been where I grew up, Fadama Beka. If you grow up around that place, if you are not stubborn, then the next thing is something else.
Wow.
By God's grace, you know, some of us were able to align or live our life in a way that
you couldn't face the other side of life.
We were thinking about the future, not about today.
About today. I get that.
I see some of my friends and I'm like, oh, if I was part of them. So is this how my life is going to be?
Why they've changed this drastically?
They've changed drastically.
How?
Places that I'm able to enter when I'm with them, or let me say when the two of us are at a place. Then let me say, oh, you enter first. They can't enter.
Why? How are they looking now that they can enter?
Rascal.
Oh, okay.
You know, sometimes you can't use looks to judge
people.
Yes,
okay. But
sometimes it also have a certain perception
about you. That one is showing. This is Ghana. Once people build that perception, is forever.
And moreover, by God's grace, I'm a first degree holder.
Okay.
Because they were into those acts. If you're into those acts, who is going to cater for you to continue with it?
What's the acts you're talking about? Like drugs?
Yes.
Or fraud?
Drug abuse. Fraud.
Oh.
The drug abuse there is very massive from where I grew up.
Wow.
And fraud, very on the high.
So you've seen fraud?
Oh, my guy, my friend. That's why I say it's just by the grace of God. It's just by the grace of God that some of us.
I mean, we can shoot the fraud one too.
With that one, because I haven't involved myself.
Yourself in, you don't have
just that I know friends.
Oh, okay.
Till date, some of them are here, but you can see the difference. Like now they are struggling. They wish they could have done something with their life. I do tell them, and guy, you've had money, you completed SHS, you can still go to school. Me, after SHS, I worked for 1 year, went to Accra Poly. Whilst I was working, going to school, I was working at the same time, evening class. If I tell you where I was working, you couldn't believe although I was in church, but I needed money. I was working at a betting company.
Ooh.
Just to get money to cater for myself, because you can't put the whole burden on your parents. You also have to work to support.
And it was against the church ruling.
Yes, but I had to find my ways, maneuver. And the person that I got as a manager, she understood me. So I wasn't working on Sundays.
Okay, Sundays you could go to church.
I could go to church and do other stuff. I wasn't working on Sundays. So it was one advantage for me. And sometimes the people that come there, you know that it's not their fault to be engaging in that act. It's just desperation because they don't have. If everybody could have the means, I don't think some of them could find themselves in those acts.
Yeah. And so you told us about the physical things that you see. That's the prostitution. What of the spiritual ones? The mystery. The mystery. Yeah. The word is the mysterious ones.
I picked one lady some time ago, and the lady was like, "Driver, man, show me too much."
Why?
I don't know why. When she came to the car, she was like, "Man, show me too much." And I was sitting in the car quietly. It was late.
Around what time?
And around 12.
Okay.
So I do listen to City FM a lot. So we were praying. They do some prayers at midnight Saturdays.
Okay.
So when we were praying, I was just following. I took the lady from Agoba. The girl was going to Achimota. So when we were praying, the girl was like, "Driver, Mami si wa ya, me copy."
Hey.
I was like, Madam, I don't know copy. I mean copy. Sister station of Fatu be for. Fatu be omo bonyo. I'm because so, Madam, say as a some boss for. Nyanyum na mpese mitie.
Hey. And you were confused that day.
I was confused. I was like, and you know, person me found to be there, but na me there, me born you, and you be no person. Fatu baby omo we are saying I'm okay, man.
Yeah, we can just park and
sometimes some of the riders when they request, so you just have to do it for them.
Okay.
I just did it for her. So later when I dropped her, I was going home. By the I've set destination to the house. I was going home and the Spirit of the Lord told me that woman is possessed. You were fortunate that you didn't do anything bad
to her.
That was why she couldn't
act on you
or come back to you.
Wow.
I was like, thank you, Jesus, because we are seeing things, strange things. I bet you, strange things.
Please, you can add before we
go. A friend of mine also picked somebody. This Boko highway.
Yeah.
Is part of my church. It's very good.
Okay.
So he was like, when he was driving, something would pass.
While
driving, so white. 2 meters again, another. So he started praying. He said, what's going on? God, why am I seeing this thing passing?
In the night?
In the night.
Okay.
Like the thing will pass, come back, pass. So he just told the person that he has some problems. So he just have to fix something that the car is not moving on. Then when he was going, he just moved around the car and he was praying around the car. Like he just opened the bonnet, as if something's going on. Then he was just praying. That was what he told me. And he said when he prayed, when he moved, he didn't see those things again.
Wow.
So when he got to where he was going to. So this work, it only takes the grace of God.
Wow. Whilst he was on top speed.
Yes, it only takes the grace of God. Me like this, at night, there are places I don't go.
Okay.
Kaswa, I won't go. Amasamai, behind, I won't go. Teshi, I won't go. Tema, I won't go. You know, even here, if somebody will do you bad, the person will do you bad. But that's I'm still stressing on. It's only the grace of God.
Grace of God, yeah.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter the location.
The person to Osu, to Achimota or Osu to police headquarters. And when they want to do you bad,
they'll still I think sometimes we are living just by the grace of God.
Yeah.
Just by the grace of God. Wow. Okay, so my boss, before we go, I have 2 questions that I normally ask. My viewers are used to the question now, and it's a tradition. We do it before we end the show. Where do you see Ghana in the next 5 years?
The next 5 years is very difficult.
Yeah.
This country, you know, the rules and regulations must work in this country.
Okay.
Saturday, I picked a guy. I want to brief. I picked the guy. He was from Rwanda. When I picked him, he saw something on the road from Ghana. We were going to Chado, and was like, you can't do this in Rwanda. I was like, really? It's a normal norm. He said, yes. You can't do, as a motorist, you can't do this in Rwanda. By this time, they find you and you're in court. So it means the rules and regulations
must work. And Rwanda is an African country.
The African country is working. And he was like, when he came to Ghana, there are a lot of things that when he is doing, when you realize he's like, hey, I'm afraid, because he thinks he's in his hometown. Because you know that this and that, when he does it in his hometown,
he'll be arrested.
He'll be arrested. Or he'll be cautioned, or you'll be fined. But here he realized that nothing works here.
The system is not really working.
The system is not working. Nothing.
And who do you blame?
Who else?
Do you blame the citizens or the officials, the government officials?
I blame both of us.
Okay.
I blame both because let me make a scenario. This Medina and is it the overpass?
Overpass, yeah.
They were complaining, no cars, accidents. When they did it for them,
people were still crossing the road. People are not using
People weren't using the footbridge.
Yeah. Because
there was no rule or there was no law
that would find people.
That would find them.
Use
if there was a law that could find them, I don't think even a bylaw. Let them understand. Read it to them that yes, you've asked for this, we've given it to you.
Use it.
Use it. This is the law against it.
And the law must be enforced.
It must be enforced, my brother.
So we are all guilty.
We are all guilty of the law. It must be enforced. But you know one thing they always say, that ignorance to the law is no excuse.
That one is true.
Yes, but with us, you can do whatever you like.
You want.
And sometimes it's very pathetic. We always pray, but you know, it's not only about prayer. It's some deliberate actions
that you must follow.
You
are a church elder, so I mean, I think Ghana, there's this perception that you have to pray and sleep and the rest will be done.
No. Uncle, by this time, this week, my church, we are doing 14 days fasting. You saw somebody called me.
Yeah.
This is my church.
Okay.
They are in church.
Okay. So guys, he's showing us the church.
They are in church. Okay. They are in church, but I'm here working.
Wow.
Like I could be like, I'm going to church and pray. At the end of the day, I'll get money.
But how did we get to that stage where people feel you have to pray? And I believe in prayers.
Prayer is, yes.
But you back prayers with work.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. It's even stated in the Bible.
No food for lazy man.
No food for a lazy man.
And sign you do money in the day.
So you have to work.
Wow.
Me, if I'm also working in NPA, working in GNPC. I'm my first degree holder, working in big, but because I'm not getting those opportunities, I have to start from
somewhere before you elevate yourself to the next level.
I have to start from somewhere. Although this work is not paying, but at least by the end of the day, what you used to buy food or the little that you
can get
is good.
I mean, guys, I've shot a lot of episodes, and you know this, our brothers, what they face, the biggest challenge they face is 1, the fuel, and then 2, the charges, the percentages that these driving companies take from them is just something else. Most of them have complained, and my brother, before we started shooting, also said the same thing. I mean, fuel prices is crazy. It's killing these guys. Cost of maintenance, and a lot of things.
A whole lot of things. They don't consider those things. They are just in the office. Okay. And when you go there, they always tell you, we blacks too, we have this perception. We don't patronize our local made products. I'm not doing advert for anybody.
Okay.
I'm just summarizing. I'm not doing advert for anybody, but we have a local person who has done an app that we have to patronize.
Who is that?
Black Ride.
Wow.
It's for a Ghanaian.
It's for a Ghanaian.
Because if you go to the office, if you complain about it, they'll be like, we over here, we can't do anything. So unless it's it comes from the top.
The top, which is outside Ghana.
Outside Ghana.
But I think even Shatawale has Shazzy.
Yes, he has Shagzy. But
So
that's what I'm saying.
why are we not patronizing all these things?
That I've sat down to think about it. That's the challenges. That's the problem we Ghanaian citizens.
But let me ask
you. See everything foreign to be good than our own.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
we see everything foreign to be good than our own. We can make a whole lot of examples. Kantanka, the cars that is there. How many people buy those cars?
No, people don't even mind him.
The number of people using Toyota, this foreign cars, Honda, and those kind of cars.
But you personally, if you have the chance, will you drive Shazzy? Will you drive the black thing you're telling me?
Sometimes I do come online. But you know, the people are not patronizing it. I do come online. I can go online right now. But you know, you see all the apps that I'm having.
Yeah.
How many apps do I have?
You have almost a guy. He has almost all the apps. But he has almost all the apps.
At the end of the day, you're also working for money. You can be on Black Ride. People don't request for it.
So it means that the company have to do a lot of adverts.
And the patronage is very down. If the patronage was high,
like you go there.
This is Black Ride. This
Yango, this is Uber.
InDrive. But the request doesn't come. I don't know that you can't be at a place for 2 hours or 4 hours just for you to get.
But let's handle what should Shatawale do to also get to this level, because he's a public figure.
Yes,
he's
the same
huge.
Advertisement. He needs to invest. There is investment.
So the business is about investment.
Yes, it's about investment
and making noise for people, riders to know that there's okay.
It's about investment. He needs to invest in it.
But if you get opportunity, will you drive Shazzy?
Yes. Today I was listening to one of our groups. They're playing one of his audio. I don't know if
that's Shatawale. Okay. What was he saying?
Oh, I don't know. Let me see.
Okay.
It was like he's doing everything possible for we the youth, but it's like we are not seeing what he's trying to do.
I posted a video of him. Sometimes somebody wrote the same thing, that Ghanaians are not really paying attention to Shatawale, but he's one of the people preaching the truth. And somebody told me he's preaching the truth, but maybe his mode of communication is making people not.
That's it. That's another thing that he also has to.
But he's a hood guy. You know, we from the hood. Whatever we want, you have to give it to us.
You know, the hood sometimes it also become a nuisance for people, because now you're in a diversified world. Yeah, because you can't be. It's like you are talking and you are not doing the action. Okay. Somebody is not talking, he's doing the action. You are seeing the results.
Okay.
You see the thing. You are talking, you are not doing action. You are not seeing, or it's result.
But would you say because Shatawale is an industry person, the industry people have to support him? His colleague actors and musicians and other people.
He landed, they went. I know that's what I'm saying. We need to the investment.
Promote it. Okay.
We need to promote it more.
Okay.
At least any part of a song, or when he's doing music video, you could still the branded cars be using it in
yes,
I think it's also part of
the
promotion because most people watch his videos.
I mean Shatta is big. I mean even if let's say you're trying to say Shatta is not big, or somebody out there is trying to say Shatta is not big, to do a collaboration with Beyonce doesn't come easy. Even if it was true connection, still
he has done
for her to accept the song and say let's do it together, it's not an easy, because those people, they deal with a lot of quality. So I mean Shatta is good. I listen to his music, especially the music, the inspirational songs that he has. I listen to them. I listen to Stonebwoy. I listen to me. I'm a music lover.
When he's doing his music, he should bring the
Shazzy cars inside. I like that idea.
Something that people will know that this thing is in existence. You have to patronize.
So you think a lot of people don't know that Shatta has?
People just know, but they don't even. I mean, people have. Me myself as a guy, I don't even have that.
No. I've asked a lot of drivers and I've asked a lot of friends, and they know that Shatta has a driving company, hailing company, but they don't have it on their phone, and they don't see it to be. They think that Shatta just launched it, and
that's all.
You know, until I tell them no, it is in existence.
Yeah.
Wow. So this election 2024, would you vote before we end?
I have my reservations. So
guys, my boss said he has his reservation, and we'll respect his reservation about elections. Okay, so boss, I mean, you being an elder, advise us in 1 minute, then we can close. We can draw the curtains down.
With everything, we should start everything with prayers.
Okay.
After praying, make a step.
Okay.
Commit your ways to God.
Okay.
God is doing things in miraculous ways that you might not understand. The little things. That's what I'm saying. See, some of the encounters that I've had, if it could be somebody else, people go through and they are not
alive. Yeah,
they are no more. So you have to trust in the Lord. You have to trust in the Lord. God is still doing
the miraculous work.
It's still in the miracle business, doing things for people. Okay. Just that sometimes people don't come out to voice it out for you to see, unless you get closer to them.
Before
I've had a lot of encounters, a lot of experience. I've seen miracles. Yes, God is our provider. God is our source of everything. Despite everything, you know, we should read the Bible, pray, make a step. Okay. That's my principle. Read the Bible, pray and make a step.
Don't pray and sleep. Pray and work. Okay, so guys, the final word, I like it so much. Don't pray and sleep. I mean, go on your knees, pray and work. I mean, that's how this manna doesn't fall from heaven. Yeah. God has done what He's supposed to do. Yours is to do the work, and the angels will activate your blessings. But if you sleep, it takes some time, my brother. It takes some time, honestly. Whatever, as a youth, I have a lot of youth. I have a lot of foreigners, US, Canada, Finland. Recently, people are calling me from. Somebody called me from South. I've forgotten this country's name. But I want to say God bless all of you for watching Ride and Chat, for sticking with me. TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, God bless everybody. This show is about encounters so that we can all learn something from it. If you've watched to this level, it means you love the show. Please hit subscribe to the YouTube channel. Share. I mean, let's learn from each other. When you're on Instagram, follow. I share a lot of behind the scenes on my Instagram story, so you can just watch those ones to as we prepare for the bigger ones to come on the channel. I mean, TikTok too, please just follow. Let's continue to learn from each other. My name is Dr. Sam. The program is Ride and Chat. If you have any encounter, just DM me on Instagram, or my number is somewhere in the description on YouTube. Just hit me up on WhatsApp. I'll meet you up, and then we can just share, and then continue to learn from one another. God bless you for watching. It's bye-bye from myself and my boss. Bye-bye. Okay, boss.